Alright, man, so that's it for Assassin's Creed 4, the storyline. So as I mentioned in the ADSplay uploading schedule a while back, that I'm gonna start doing my reviews while the credits are playing. That way you can have that little extra while you listen to me talk and ramble instead of me just sitting there looking all boring and crap. But it was a couple things that I didn't like about this game. One, I was looking at it from the perspective of uh, a deaf person, because if they can't hear, then the only thing they have left to rely on is their sight. And sometimes the subtitles are in front of like white backgrounds, and you can't make out what's you know and necessarily sound like what the is being said. So that's a negative for me. Another thing is that sometimes the controls seem to just take off on their own. And the so, anyway, and like this, I forgot what I was saying. Somebody was talking anyway. Yeah, the
Did you always know how to sail a boat?
The Jackdaw is a ship, Jenny.
not a boat.
Not a boat.
But did you always know?
No. No, I learned after leaving Bristol.
You left Mother?
Well, I didn't leave your...
Anyway, man.
I didn't leave without saying goodbye.
I don't want to interrupt this talking.
It was an arrangement, you see, between your mother and me.
She said you left her. She said you always talked about sailing the boat and making money in the new world.
I did always want to sail a ship. That's true. But not for long. To support us. To take care of her. And you.
Not me. Mother said you didn't know about it. She said you wrote only once a year, that she never knew how to find you.
That's all true, and I'm sorry for that. If I'd known earlier, I might have come home. I hope that I would have.
Well, you were busy. That's what I think.
I was, but that wouldn't have mattered.
Can I steal your boat?
Boat? I see no boat here. Do you?
I mean, shit, obviously. I don't see the difference anyway.
It's a very simple one, Jenny. A ship can carry a boat.
A boat cannot carry a ship.
Why then, everything's a ship. Large and small. But for my toy boat, the one I take into the bath with me.
That's a clever way of seeing it.
Oh, she's a little smart ass.
Is it hard to talk about Caroline, Jenny? About your mother?
No.
Oh,
She
dang.
passed some years ago.
Oh, she
And
died.
but it's alright.
Was she in pain?
I don't know. I don't think so. She was very happy for quite some time. Then, not so happy. I didn't see her much after that. Then, she was gone.
Oh, damn.
I'm sorry.
So she died. Maybe she died.
Sorry I wasn't there for you.
So she died after.
It's alright. You're here now. And we're on an adventure.
Only a little one, I hope. Can't handle too many more surprises.
Father, I'm pregnant.
You think we'll
What?
Yes, there's a very good chance.
That would have been funny if she just brushed out and said that.
Will I see pirates?
No. Not much chance of that, I think.
You're looking at one right now.
I should have liked to have seen one.
Tell you what, Jenny. As soon as these winds die a little, I'll let you steer the Jackdaw. One little trick of the helm before sundown.
Yay!
That was cool. What is this? Let me turn up the brightness a bit. Yeah, as I was saying, one thing I didn't like is the subtitles, because you couldn't see them sometimes in the white background. You couldn't tell. That him is an old man. Wow. That must be his...
Miss Jennifer Kenway, may I introduce myself?
Jennifer Scott, if you please.
I'm sorry, my daughter was raised by her mother, Caroline, until she passed away some years ago. Jenny prefers to use her surname to mine.
Ah, forgive my ignorance.
I will. She may not.
Father, help me.
Oh, he had a son too?
This little rascal, however, is a Kenway. What's wrong, Nathan?
Hate
I
them.
can't see the stage.
Up we go.
Oh, man.
How's that?
Fine. But won't your arms tire?
Hey, I'm not so old as that. But if they do, then we shall quit this posh gig and go and meet your mother for some chocolate at once. How's that sound?
Mother, wait a
Yes,
minute.
please.
Wait a minute, is that Anne? Wait a minute, is that Anne's son? But yeah, again, while I'm trying to find a way to coincide with all the activities going on, saw that one coming. All right, now this is the true ending. Okay, so now on to the real review. So first off, I like the storyline in the game. They did a good job with the storyline in this game, and for each sequence, I mean, after every mission, they allow you to rate the system, depending on if you liked it or not. And that was great. You know, for them to ask for some community feedback, that's really good. That way they can find a way to, if they plan to make another one, which I think they are. There are some pictures circling around on the internet of this game called Assassin's Creed Phoenix, Rising Phoenix. So maybe that's the next title. I don't know, but yeah. So as far as as far as the storyline goes, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was some interesting moments in the storyline. Even with the ship battles, you know, that was a whole new different ball game, and I really enjoyed that they added that to this game. I mean, of course, it's pirate theme, so it would only make sense that they do, because you did have a little bit of that in Assassin's Creed 3, but they emphasized on it a lot more, and they made it more a part of the storyline, which is, well, and they made it more a part of the gameplay experience, and it was a good break away from that typical Assassin's Creed style of combat. That was something else that I really liked and enjoyed. So to have those moments where you can pilot this, where you can send a guide the ship, and you can have these battles. It was a nice breakaway from that normal Assassin's Creed style of combat, as I mentioned already. The game, I mean, like the regular gameplay, of course, is Assassin's Creed-esque. It's typically what you would expect from Assassin's Creed game. It's some action-packed, this counter system, and it's mixed in with some stealth combat. So that's what you get, and that's enjoyable to a degree. But keep in mind, I've only played 2 Assassin's Creed games. That was Assassin's Creed 3 and this one. So somebody who may have played all 4, they may enjoy it like less than I have, so this is somewhat new to me. That style of gameplay is somewhat new to me. I'm not used to playing games like this, and yeah, but it is what it is with that. Also, Well, that's one thing that the game just reminded me of, the audio bugs. It's a few of those in this game, so that's a negative. Sometimes when you guide the ship and you're, you know, or like when you're on missions, sometimes like the audio will just cut out at times, and you guys can see that throughout the playthrough. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. That's still like a negative. So there is some audio bugs in the game. The counter system, that doesn't really work as well as it should. You know, it was times that, so let me explain, like when you're in the middle of a fight, or yeah, in the middle of a fight, and one of the enemy soldiers is getting ready to attack you, you have a choice to either press, well, what you can do is that you can press O to counter it, to counter that attack, and then you can either kill them, or you can, you know what I'm saying, like break their defenses or what have you. And sometimes when you press O, it doesn't go into the counter stance right away. So that's a problem. Another thing is that they don't put provisions in this game where they should. Even though it only happened to me once, it was still annoying, because they made me replay the entire sequence over again. You know, well, you know, not the entire sequence, but that entire mission. And that was a huge issue for me. I remember that I was supposed to escape and become anonymous after this one mission, and I did that. But what I did was I fast traveled to another location, and that took me right back to the beginning of that mission that I just got through doing. But I didn't know, like, there wasn't any message or anything to let me know that, hey, if you do this, then all the progress in this mission will be lost and you would have to redo it or something like that. When they did it during other moments in the game, you know what I mean? Like, they let you know that if you leave this area, then all the progress will be lost. And that's something that I felt like they should have warned people about, or have something in there to warn people about, because I'm pretty sure nobody wants to redo an entire mission all over again, especially when you're right there at the end of it. You know what I mean? So that sucked. You know, so that was a negative for me, because if you're gonna have it in other areas, why not have it at that moment as well? You know what I mean? So that was a downside for me. Like, I'm trying to remember everything. So, like, forgive me if I go quiet for like a couple minutes trying to think of this. Besides, like, there's some nice music playing. You might enjoy it. Yeah, man, it's a hassle. I mean, like the rope darts, you know, hanging. I think they had some of that in Assassin's Creed 3. You know, something like with the rope darts. That was something I enjoyed. Keep in mind, this is all unorthodox, unorganized, unbiased reviewing. So, like, that's the way I do on my channel. You know, I don't just follow a structure. I just talk about whatever comes to mind. That's how my reviews go. You know, like, I tried the typical thing. It doesn't really work for me. So I got to do what I enjoy doing. Why the fuck do people call my damn phone? Excuse me as I press the end button. I do not want to answer this. Thank you. Annoying people. Anyway. That's a lot of fucking people they got a name. But overall, I mean, everything from the ship battles, you destroying the ships with the mortars. By the way, you can upgrade your ship. I forgot to talk about that. You can upgrade your ship, but the final upgrades have to be done by you heading to these diving points and you opening, you know, all of the chests there so that you can find the upgrades for the final points. I mean, you can customize your ship's appearance with different sails, and various other things like figureheads or what have you, wheels. You know, do that. And as you're traveling throughout the world, you know, the crew on the ship sing shanties. You know, oh, the pirate's life is a life for me, la 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 la, you know, and all that goodness. And it's some really good ones. And I've mentioned this several times throughout the playthrough that I wish that there's like some type of OST out there somewhere that I can download, because I would really like to hear those shanties, you know. On like an MP3 or something. It'll be cool to have some of those as like a ringtone. That being said, so factoring in everything, let me see. The combat is the same, but the ship combat, it's a nice break away from the typical Assassin's Creed stealth / action-based combat system. So that's a nice mixture of two. Upgrading your ship, that's always cool. Now when you dude, I am sucking at this review. Keep in mind, I should have thought about this ahead, like a lot better, because I am sucking at reviewing this. God, this is terrible. Fuck it, I guess I'm gonna have to do the regular review way, because this shit right here ain't happening. Guess I'm gonna have to. Yeah, this video's going on mad long. Let me see if I can I can press start. I can still craft everything. Don't I have everything already? Oh, I don't have the whaler's outfit. I need 2 more whaler skin. Yeah, I want to skip this. Let me see what I can get. Let's see what else. Oh, so right now it's just a free. Mine still is. Mine still is. Oh, so these are the remaining stellays all over the world. So I guess I'll do another like playlist of sorts. And like, I don't know, like, you know, and like I'll just do all the side content. Legendary ship right there. Damn it. But yeah. So that's it for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I know the review sucked. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a separate video review for that. You know, it was very impromptu. Not used to doing impromptu things. I'm used to thinking it out beforehand. But yeah, man, that's it, and peace.